Good afternoon, y'all. It is 68 degrees outside. That's like almost perfect. What I was going to talk to you guys about today is, this has been on my mind for a long time. And it has to do with that saying that I know everybody has heard before. And it is, use it or lose it. Now, I really think that's true, y'all. And it applies to almost everything. I mean, food. Either use your food up or it's going to go rotten, so you lose it. Just many, many things. But the thing that I always think about is our mobility and our flexibility. You know, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I will be the first to admit that I am so blessed with being fairly flexible and being able to get around and do the things I do. But, you know, part of that, y'all, is just from staying busy. Now, this is kind of crazy. My ex-husband used to laugh at me because we'd be sitting in the living room watching television, and I might be sitting on the couch with my feet on the coffee table, and I would draw my knees up toward my face as far as I could. And I would alternate my legs doing that. And I would pump them up and down, kind of like I was riding a bicycle. I used to keep a little barbell, and I would just do little bicep curls while I was sitting there watching TV. I mean, you don't even have to think about doing that. Or I would bend my leg at the knee and use my arms to bring it up as close to my body as possible. And I would alternate legs doing that. But no matter, even if you're a paraplegic, you could use the weight of your legs to help you build some upper body strength. The more you sit and are sedentary, the less you're going to be able to move about and do what you want to do. Now, I have what I call lazy days, and I won't do anything. I sit around all day long. I read, I watch some television, you know, little Hulu. I'll get up far enough to go in the kitchen and get something to eat. But after those lazy days, I don't feel good. I just don't feel good. And I definitely have more body strength in my legs than I do in my arms. Although, lifting all those blocks, I mean, I should have big old muscles in my arms. But I do not. But I just, you know, I just want to encourage you to move more. And I worry about Terry, and I tell him all the time, when we used to live together, when we were roommates, he would sit in that recliner for hours. I mean, hours. y'all. He could sit there 4 or 5 hours and not get up. I said, Terry, you know, you need to get your butt up out of that chair. If you don't do anything except get up once an hour and walk around the apartment, just get up and move. If I sat for that long every day, day after day, oh my word, y'all, I would lose all flexibility. I would lose any strength. And I'm a firm believer in that, y'all. I think one of the reasons why Terry has such a hard time getting around is because he just doesn't even move his butt. He takes Mariah out in the morning, and then he takes her out in the evening. And she has a little fake grass thing out on the patio that I got her, and Terry puts a puppy pad underneath it. So if she needs to go during the day, that's where she goes. Now, granted, where he lives now, he lives upstairs. And the elevators are at one end of the building. And he lives at the very end. Now, that's really a pain in the butt. And that's a long walk. But still, I just know, y'all, the less you move, there's two components to that. The less you move, the less you can, and the less you want to. The more you sit still, the more you want to sit still. So I really encourage y'all, if there are some of y'all that don't get up very much and you're not very active, I mean, even if, you know, walk down the street and back or something. I move around pretty much all the time, except in the evening when I'm done for the day and I'm either reading or I'm watching a little television. But y'all, really, I mean, it's very, very important. And you can start out, just do a little bit. You can take 2 cans of vegetable, 2 cans, and hold one in each hand and move your arms around. Do bicep curls. Straighten your arms straight out to the sides. Put your hands down to the side of your body. Raise them back up. I mean, just get some range of motion and use some energy. You know, I'll tell you something. I used to run this ladies workout place, and it was called Ladies Only, and it was owned by this woman I knew that owned a beauty shop, and it was called the Three Sisters. Now that woman, I'm going to tell you, she was a biatch. She truly was. She treated her hairdressers like crap. She would yell at them in front of customers. But anyway, that's not what that's about. But the whole thing, it wasn't like a curves. We had no equipment. We had some stretch bands and we had some barbells. But we had classes in there. We had aerobics classes and, you know, just regular workout classes. And I used to have instructors that came in. We had the cutest little girl who was an instructor, and she was a little French gal. She was adorable. And all the ladies just loved her class. Now, y'all know I am so uncoordinated. It's a wonder that I can walk and talk. So I never taught a class. But once in a while, I would get up in the front row and I would try to take one of the classes. And everybody would just be cracking up. Because if the instructor was throwing her arms up to the right, mine would be going to the left. I mean, really, y'all, I'm terrible. But the good thing about that little ladies' workout place was that the ladies were comfortable to come there because most of them were overweight. They weren't in good condition. And they would come in wearing sweatpants and big old t-shirts. And it was so awesome, you guys. In about, I'd say 3 months, some of them would have lost weight. They were getting in better condition. And they were starting to wear those regular spandex workout clothes. And that used to make me feel so good. So good. And they all said how much better they felt physically because they were moving around. So, y'all, I just hope that no matter what your physical condition is, that you'll just increase your activity. Oh, there's a Montanian right there in front of me. Montana. You know a plate you hardly ever see? Maine. My birthplace. You rarely see a plate from Maine. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all about that because I've really been pushing myself, and the only problem I've been having, and I'm so mad at myself, I was right there in PetSmart, and I could have gotten some tennis balls. What a doofus. But anyway, I'll do that somewhere. But please, just move. Just move. Raise your arms up and down. Just, take a few deep breaths. If you can, walk around the block or just walk to the end of the street. Or just go from one end of your home back and forth a few times a day. So, I just want to challenge y'all to do that because I know for certain, I used to work out all the time. I worked out at least 5 days a week. I lifted weights and I used the machines and I felt amazing. And I could do that again, but I'm lazy. So I get my exercise from, just my yard work and things I do around the house. But just increase your activity. I know it'll make you feel better. We're supposed to release endorphins, that, I was hoping I could go real slow and show that to y'all. I'm going to pull over here and see if, poopy. Let me just back up here. And maybe I can show it to you. This is kind of like our civic center over here, y'all. And that's where our library is. You really can't see it any better. But it's really pretty and it's huge. It's huge. When it's hot, I just want to get out there and play around. Beautiful. So y'all, that's it. And you know what? I am not preaching. Please do not think that. I am not trying to preach at anybody or boss you around. It's just really been on my mind, and I just want to ask y'all to do it. And let me know if you are. Let me know if you're... when I say let me know, I mean let us know. But let us know if you're able to do it. If you're able to make yourself do it. Because it takes an effort. It takes a real effort. It's just like cleaning my house, y'all. I haven't dusted, and I can't remember when. I was thinking about it last night. Man, I need to dust. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shoot fire right behind me. Woo! That was scary, y'all. Sorry about that. I mean, he was coming fast, and he was right up behind me. Woo! Lord, please help those people. It is so busy. What is it today? It's Monday. What are all these people doing out? This is crazy. Oh, ooh, I got a little curb right there. Okay. I need to run in here to the dollar store for a minute. But, I love y'all, and just see if you can do that. See if you can move a little bit, a little more. Anyway, do something fun today, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.